Have you ever heard someone ask for a small favor, but you had a gut feeling they were really after something much bigger? It's a tricky situation, and it reminds me of a classic old story about a wolf and a sheep. Let's dive into it. Picture this. Deep in the woods, a fierce wolf has just had a serious showdown with a massive bear. The fight was brutal, and the wolf, usually the top predator, is now lying injured and helpless in his den. He's weak, he can't move, and his stomach is growling with a hunger he can't satisfy. The thirst is just as bad, making his throat feel like sandpaper. He's completely at the mercy of the forest. Just then, a gentle sheep happens to wander by, peacefully grazing not too far from the wolf's hiding spot. The sheep is just minding its own business, enjoying the quiet afternoon. Seeing his chance, the wolf musters up all the strength he has left and calls out. His voice, usually a menacing growl, is now weak and pleading. "Excuse me, kind sheep," he croaks. "Could you please do me a small favor? I'm terribly hurt and can't get up." The sheep, hearing the pathetic voice, cautiously approaches. The wolf continues, "I am so thirsty. If you could just fetch me a little drink of water from the stream, I would be so grateful. It might just give me enough strength to get up and find myself some solid food." The wolf tries to look as harmless as possible, putting on his most pitiful expression. He's hoping the sheep's kind heart will lead it to help a creature in distress. A drink of water seems like such a simple, innocent request, right? Anyone with a bit of compassion would help, wouldn't they? But this sheep wasn't born yesterday. It stops and looks at the wolf, really looks at him. The sheep is well aware of the wolf's reputation. It has heard countless stories from the flock about the wolf's cunning and cruel nature. It knows that a wolf is a wolf, no matter how weak he might seem at the moment. The sheep thinks for a moment, processing the wolf's request. Water, to get strength. For solid food? The gears in the sheep's mind start turning and a light bulb goes on. Solid food? The sheep repeats, its voice no longer timid but sharp and knowing. "You mean, me, I suppose?" The wolf's eyes flicker for just a second, but it's enough. The sheep sees right through the act. "Let me get this straight," the sheep continues, its confidence growing. "You want me to bring you water so you can get your strength back and then you'll be strong enough to eat me? If I bring you a drink, it would only be to help wash me down your throat." The wolf is left speechless. His clever little plan has been completely exposed. The sheep, seeing the truth in the wolf's silence, shakes its head. "Don't you dare talk to me about a drink. Find someone else to fall for your tricks." And with that, the sheep turns around and calmly walks away, leaving the thirsty, hungry, and now very frustrated wolf all alone in his den. This story is so simple yet so powerful. It teaches us a timeless lesson. A dishonest person has true intentions are often easy to spot if you just pay attention. The wolf tried to hide his real goal behind a seemingly innocent request, a classic bait and switch. He was banking on the sheep's kindness and naivety, but the sheep was smart. It didn't just hear the words, it understood the meaning behind them. It connected the dots. Water leads to strength, and a wolf's strength leads to a hunt. And who was the closest prey? The sheep itself. By thinking one step ahead, the sheep saved its own life. This applies to our lives all the time. Sometimes people will ask for a small favor that is actually a stepping stone to a much larger, more self-serving demand. They might dress up their selfish motives in the clothes of helplessness or friendship. It's a form of manipulation, trying to use our good nature against us. The key takeaway here is to trust your instincts. Like the sheep, we need to be discerning. It's wonderful to be kind and helpful, but it's also important to be wise. When someone's request feels a little off, take a moment to think about their true motivations. What's the bigger picture? What could be the solid food they're really after? This doesn't mean we should be suspicious of everyone. Far from it. But it does mean we should protect ourselves from those who might try to take advantage of our generosity. The sheep wasn't being mean. It was being smart. It recognized hypocrisy and refused to be a victim. And that's a lesson we can all learn from. True kindness is balanced with wisdom. What do you think? Have you ever been in a situation like the sheep? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story and its lesson, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. See you next time.